Welcome back, Char Squad. Today we're going to have a little bit of a different video for you, but I will throw out some Pokemon code cards. Now today we're going to go over the Magic the Gathering Arena of the Plainswalker game. Just kind of show you a little review of this and see what you all think about it. I have previously opened this, keeping it real with you. And played it. It's a pretty okay game, I guess. It's great if you don't have anything else to do. See, I got some Pokemon cards sitting here. Throw them out of the way. Sure, you're all like, oh, open them. But now some of these tabletop games are really plain Jane. A lot of them are like this, where you paint them and whatnot. There's different ones. Some stores sell tons of them, and some don't sell any, like card shops, like local type card shops. But let me get into this, and I'll show you the different characters and whatnot. I did go ahead and put out some of the game board here. When you see it, it's kind of like a puzzle. You can shape it just about any way you want to shape it. It doesn't take real long to play this game. You have different land types, different things you can do, and setup is kind of obstacles or to give you a height advantage and stuff like that. Now these are your main characters. They're very detailed. Your main characters are. As you can see here, I don't remember all their names. They are actually back behind there, I guess. And this one's Jace, who I usually play with. He is your blue wizard. The first one, that was your white wizard. And your black wizard. Very detailed, very detailed. Chandra, who I also play with. Everybody gets mad when I play with her because she has these phoenixes just come out and just keep coming out and coming out and coming out. It's kind of craziness. And then you have your green, which is your elves and whatnot. Or he is an elf, actually. Now it does come with a bigger plastic deal like this for all your creature guys, but I went ahead and we just got rid of it because it was such a pain trying to snap all these into, because none of them are the same. Everyone is different. As you can see, these are both the same creature but different. You get 3 of each creature. Each color has 2 different creatures, and then 3 of each. And these are the phoenixes for red. And then you have your fire cats for red, which is a little bit confusing because each attack has to have so many spaces between and you don't know which one. We always just go by the front one. We're not pros at this game. We just play it for fun. So, as you see, it takes up 2 spaces. So, and then you have your elves here. They're kind of cool, and they're fairly detailed. I can't remember what these guys were called, but they're kind of like walking tree guys. I haven't really played green much. I played red and blue mostly. My friend I play with plays with white or black, I think. These are your white, some of your white creatures. We're just going to get through these real quick here. Dropped one of them. I'm not chasing it. You get the idea. And these are kind of like zombies. And these are your bigger ones. Each color has a larger creature and a smaller creature. And when those creatures die, once all three of them are returned back to their home, basically, then you can rebring them out. They all come out at the same time. Except for these guys. They can come out one at a time. That's why everybody hates when I play it. So here's your smaller blue ones. They're just kind of... wrong one. Those are your smaller ones for blue. There. And your larger ones for blue. Sorry about the camera shaking there. So, you get the idea. Now, every time your creature dies, or takes when it takes damage, sorry, not when it dies, then you would put this little token on there to show that it took a damage. Especially your main wizards. And then you have your dice. And one thing I noticed about this game is it gives you a 20-sided die. It's kind of silly that it gives it to you because the only thing you use this for is to determine who goes first in the game. And, I mean, you could have just used, been like, hey, you can go first, I go first. You won last time, I go first. Whatever. These you place, you just place around on the board upside down, and then when you get to it, you flip it over, and your creature will set on top of it. And then all your creatures get a toughness of +1. So that's kind of neat. Little thing. I'm going to show you what that looks like out here. Maybe something like that. And then you have your die. And the dice, like if I rolled, say I rolled that, and then you rolled, I was attacking you. So I'd send you 2 attack and I'd have 2 defense. But if you rolled, say, 3 defense and 1 attack, we'd even out and neither one of us would our creature would take any damage. And it does kind of play along the same lines as Magic, like as in First Strike. Like the attacker deals their damage first, the opponent takes it, unless their creature has First Strike or Haste. So it's kind of like that. And then like these little land masses over here you can put anywhere you want. And there's actually some cardboard ones that stand up, and I'll get to those down in there. But these, like if your creature was up here, it would have advantage over this creature, whether it was your turn or not. It would get +2. So, because you'd have 1, 2. And like when you're counting your spaces, it would be 1, 2. So you'd have, an extra. It takes extra to get up there. So it'd be like 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. It'd be 5 to get up there. 5 rolled. 5 dice space. So, on to a little bit more of this here. It does come with a pretty cool playing guide. It explains how to play the game and what. Those are the little stand-ups I was talking about, which are right here, actually. And the idea of these, which we never use them when we play, it's just the 2 of us that play, but like your creature could hide out behind it. Like if you had this creature here, then somebody had this archer and it was standing up here, it wouldn't be able to hit you because of the wall right here. Is kind of how that would play out. And it comes with 2 of those. One that looks kind of like brick, and then one that's like that. Now when your creature gets to, if you're moving a creature in the line of sight, whenever you get to water, your creature has to stop. It can't continue until the next turn. So keep that in mind if you play. And then you have you know, your basic sorcery and enchantment cards. There is no instants or interrupts. So that's kind of what you have here. I'm just going to breeze through them real quick so you can kind of catch a peek. The artwork is just phenomenal. I mean, you couldn't expect anything less from Wizards of the Coast. Is that really cool artwork. So, and then you have your character cards, which this is, we'll just explain one of them here. This is Chandra. You have her life, her move, which is how many spaces she can move each turn, your range, your toughness, and your power. So, just like magic, power, and toughness. And then you have your abilities down here. And then you would have like your blazing fire cats, and then it would show them. And it's, you know, along the same line, and your phoenix. And it tells you what to do. And then, you know, each. So you have some pretty cool stuff. I hope you enjoyed this. Now, one thing I will tell you before I go is that this game is made by Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro. And Hasbro, you would think with the border edges of all of these, there would be like an expansion to the game. Like every edge of every piece of the board has where you can build out. They have not made an expansion for this game. They're horrible at making more of those types of things. They're known for not doing it, which is kind of a bummer because it's actually a pretty good game. I've thought a few times about buying a couple extra sets of the game. But, you know, at $40, it gets a little rough. So, you know, I'd be $120 into it to build a really big game to where gameplay would take a lot longer, or we could even bring out more creatures or have more players than just the 5 of us. But it's overall not a bad game. It's a good rainy day activity, I guess you could do. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and let me get you a code card here real fast for Pokemon. You ready? And there you go. So until next time, I hope you catch them all, and I'll see you then.